All right, let's cut through the noise. Accuracy is everything. You can trick out a pistol with gold-plated controls and slap a red dot on top, but if it shoots like a wet noodle, what's the point? Today, we're zeroing in on the real-deal performers. They're the kind of pistols that make 9mm feel like you're firing guided missiles. These aren't your cousin's rattly range rentals or some mall ninja's fantasy blaster. Nope. These are sidearms that land shots where you think, not just where you aim. From sleek comp builds to underrated carry kings, this lineup covers every mission, and every trigger pull is smooth like jazz. If you've ever blamed your bad groupings on the gun, well, one of these might just prove it wasn't the pistol's fault. We're kicking things off with the king of practicality, the Glock 19. Now, before you roll your eyes and say Glock's boring, hear me out. The G19 didn't get famous because it's flashy. It got famous because it just works. Every single time. And when it comes to accuracy in a compact 9mm, this thing is an absolute surgeon. You've got a 4.02-inch barrel, 15-round standard capacity, and that classic Glock polymer frame. It's compact enough for concealed carry, but big enough to shoot like a full size on the range. The Gen 5 version stepped it up with the Glock marksman barrel, giving you improved rifling for tighter groups. And while the stock trigger isn't exactly butter smooth, it's predictable. And that makes all the difference when you're trying to stack shots cleanly. What makes the Glock 19 shine isn't that it's a custom race gun, it's that it's approachable. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned shooter, it delivers consistent hits without fuss. Point, press, repeat. And if you do want to turn it into a red dot ready, compensated, tricked out blaster, the aftermarket scene is basically a playground for grown-ups. So no, it's not the flashiest pistol on this list. But when accuracy meets simplicity and dependability, you get the Glock 19. The compact that punches way above its weight. Old school never went out of style, especially when it shoots like this. The Springfield Armory 1911 TRP, or Tactical Response Pistol, is built off the classic 1911 platform but tuned for serious shooters who demand accuracy with a side of attitude. With its 5-inch match-grade barrel, full-length guide rod, and crisp-as-glass trigger, this 45-sized frame chambered in 9mm is like handing your accuracy dreams to a gunsmith and saying, "Make it perfect." In controlled testing from a ransom rest, the TRP consistently delivered 1.5-inch groups at 25 yards, and that's before you even get warmed up. Adjustable sights, tight slide-to-frame fit, and a heavy steel frame help tame recoil and keep your sights locked in like a laser beam. It's not a lightweight, not a budget gun, and definitely not something you tuck into your waistband casually. But on the range or in competition, this thing sings. The TRP is smooth, balanced, and beautifully aggressive. A pistol for shooters who want their gear to work as hard as they do. It's built to run, and it doesn't flinch under pressure. If you've been sleeping on CZ's striker-fired game, it's time to wake up. The CZ P10F is the full-size, no-BS version of their polymer-framed 9mm, and it brings CZ's legendary attention to ergonomics and precision into the modern era. A 4.5-inch barrel, 19+1 capacity, low-bore axis, and a grip that feels like it was molded to your hand, the P10F delivers top-tier control even during rapid fire. The trigger has a crisp break and short reset, just what you'd want in a carry gun, a genuine surprise for a factory striker-fired pistol. Combine that with the natural pointability CZs are known for, and you've got a gun that just wants to shoot accurately. It doesn't get the same hype as Glock or Sig, but in side-by-side range sessions, I've watched the P10F hold tighter groups and give shooters more confidence shot for shot. And it does it without costing you your entire gun fund. This is a no-nonsense pistol built for shooters who care more about performance than logos. Whether it's home defense, duty carry, or putting in work at your local match, the CZ P10F can hang with the best of them, and in some cases, outshoot them. Now we're getting spicy. The Sig Sauer P320 Spectre Comp isn't just a pistol, it's a flex. Built off the modular P320 platform, this thing is tuned for precision and speed. What sets it apart? An integrated compensator built right into the slide. That means flatter shooting, faster follow-ups, and tighter groupings under pressure. The 4.6-inch barrel is surrounded by a beautifully machined X-Series slide, topped with Sig's X-pattern grip module that fits like a glove. Add a flat-faced trigger with a super short, crisp break, and you're in match-grade territory. Oh, and it's optics ready and comes with night sights out of the box. Because why not? This isn't your first pistol. This is what you get when you're done messing around. The price? Yeah, it stings. But performance like this doesn't come cheap. The Spectre Comp is for the shooter who's tired of compromises and wants something that can dominate at the range and still carry like a boss. You want underrated? I give you the Beretta PX4 Storm, a pistol that gets overlooked more than your buddy's air fryer recipe. And that's a shame. Because this thing slaps in the accuracy department. Unlike most of the polymer crowd, the PX4 uses a rotating barrel system, not tilting. That little trick reduces recoil and muzzle flip like magic. Translation? Smoother cycling and tighter groups. It's chambered in 9mm double-action single action with a 4-inch barrel and a frame that's just chunky enough to absorb recoil without being a boat anchor. The trigger in single action is surprisingly clean, and while the double-action pull is long, it's manageable. This gun's been around in military and police circles for a while, and the accuracy speaks for itself, especially once you get past the first shot. It's not tactical Gucci, and it's not trying to be. But for a soft-shooting, accurate, old-school meets new polymer pistol, the PX4 Storm is absolutely worth a second look. This sleeper can punch way above its price tag. Don't let the size fool you. The Heckler & Koch P30 SK may be compact, but it's built to deliver precision under pressure. Designed as the subcompact version of HK's P30 series, this hammer-fired pistol is the concealed carry cousin with a whole lot of pedigree. It features ambidextrous controls, interchangeable backstraps, and a grip that's ridiculously ergonomic. Seriously, HK must have hired a hand model to design this thing. You've got a 3.27-inch barrel, but don't let the shorter length fool you. Thanks to the tight tolerances and HK's superb DA/A trigger system, this little beast delivers combat-accurate groups all day long. The double-action pull is long but smooth, and once you're into single action, it breaks like a dry twig. For folks who like hammer-fired control in a small package, the P30 SK is a dream. Add luminescent sights and top-tier HK build quality, and you've got a pint-sized pistol with full-sized performance. Now we're talking. The Glock 34 Gen 5 MOS is what happens when Glock decides to flex. Designed with competition in mind, this long slide version of the G17 features a 5.31-inch barrel, Glock's marksman barrel rifling, and a longer sight radius for better target acquisition. It's got that familiar striker-fired simplicity, but with performance tweaks that make it the most accurate factory Glock in the lineup. The Gen 5 model improves on everything: ambidextrous controls, no finger grooves, and that solid 5-pound trigger with a short reset and clean break. And yes, it's optic ready, meaning it's already pre-cut to mount a red dot straight from the factory. Whether you're shooting IDPA, 3-gun, or just flexing on the range, the 34 Gen 5 MOS lets you do it with speed and precision. Is it a carry gun? Not really. Is it Glock's answer to how accurate can we get? Absolutely. Now this is what happens when craftsmanship meets combat. The Wilson Combat SFT9 is a boutique pistol built like a work of art. But don't let the clean lines and custom fit fool you. This thing isn't just pretty, it's a performance monster with match-grade accuracy baked in. You get a 4-inch barrel, aluminum frame, and a hand-fitted slide-to-frame fit that's tighter than your buddy's shooting stance. The trigger? Pure magic. Smooth, crisp, with a short reset that practically dares you to double-tap. Fiber optic sights up front, low-profile slide stop, and a grip that feels like it was molded by angels. But this isn't just about looks or flexing at the range. The SFT9 is designed for people who run their guns hard. It's reliable, deadly accurate, and fast, like scary fast. You can swap out backstraps, reverse the mag release. It's built to fit you, not the other way around. Sure, it'll cost you a kidney and half your tax return. But if you're chasing 1911 precision with modern flair, the SFT9 doesn't miss, literally or figuratively. The FN509 Tactical isn't here to play games. This thing was built from the ground up to be a battle pistol, and it just happens to be insanely accurate along the way. Think of it as the muscle car of the 9mm world, All business, all performance, all the time. Let's start with the specs. Threaded barrel, suppressor height sights, optics-ready slide, and a full 17+1 capacity, or 24 rounds with the extended mag. Yeah, it's a beast. The grip texture is aggressive but comfortable, and the front strap undercut lets you get that bore axis down low for maximum control. The trigger? A bit heavy at 6.5 pounds, but smooth and consistent. The gun cycles fast, tracks flat, and runs like a freight train. You'll feel every ounce of FN's military heritage packed into this polymer frame. It's not cheap, but if you want a pistol that's rugged, modular, and combat-ready, while still stacking tight groups at 25 yards, the 509 Tactical should be on your radar. This is what serious looks like. Beretta may be best known for the 92 series, but the PX A1 proves they're not stuck in the past. This is Beretta's answer to the modern striker-fired market, and it lands with surprising precision. What makes the PX A1 special is how it takes familiar ideas and executes them perfectly for the shooter who wants a reliable, accurate, and affordable 9mm that's ready to roll straight out of the box. The slide cuts are deep and aggressive, giving you a solid grip in any condition, and the improved ergonomics, especially the extended beaver tail and undercut trigger guard, make high, controlled grips easier than ever. The barrel comes in at 4.25 inches, and the overall balance is tight. But what really helps with accuracy? The incredibly snug fit between the slide and frame. There's minimal play, and that means less mechanical slop and more consistent shots. And this thing is optic ready, which is wild considering it clocks in around the $500 mark. For a pistol that lets you add a red dot, stay under budget, and still shoot ragged holes at 15 yards? That's value. It also comes with a flat-face trigger that's noticeably better than you'd expect from a budget-tier pistol. The PX A1 is the kind of gun you buy expecting pretty good, and then find yourself asking, why isn't everyone talking about this? It's a sleeper, and one of the best surprises on this entire list. If you've ever pulled the trigger on a Walther PPQ-M2, you know why it's on this list. There are guns with good triggers, and then there's the PPQ, a pistol that redefined what a striker-fired trigger could feel like. Seriously, this thing is the gold standard. Short take-up, crisp break, ultra-fast reset. It's like lightning in your finger. But a nice trigger alone doesn't earn you a spot on an accuracy list. The rest of the gun has to deliver too. And the PPQ-M2 absolutely does. With its 4-inch barrel and 15+1 capacity, it balances compact handling with full-size performance. The polymer frame is reinforced and contoured, fitting the hand beautifully thanks to Walther's legendary grip design and interchangeable backstraps. It uses the Browning tilting barrel system and has an incredibly consistent lockup. Combine that with the minimal recoil impulse and easy-to-acquire 3-dot sights, and the result is a pistol that shoots flat, tracks fast, and consistently delivers tight groups whether you're moving or holding steady. Let's not forget the ambidextrous controls, front and rear slide serrations, and the fact that this pistol is as at home on a duty belt as it is in a concealed carry holster. It's a favorite of law enforcement agencies and serious civilian shooters alike, and for good reason. If you're the kind of shooter who values feel, flow, and fast follow-ups, the PPQ-M2 might just ruin other striker-fired pistols for you. It's that good. Say hello to one of the most accurate combat pistols ever made, the CZ75 SP01. This isn't just a great shooting 9mm, it's a legend. Born from the Czech Republic and bred for real-world performance, the SP01 is a full-sized, all-steel, double-action, single-action pistol that combines old-school build quality with modern precision. You get a 4.6-inch barrel, full-length dust cover, and a grip so ergonomic it feels like it was hand-shaped by your favorite range instructor. The steel frame gives the gun some heft, and that's a good thing. It soaks up recoil and keeps the gun planted, especially during rapid fire. The trigger in single action is smooth and crisp, and the double action pull, while a bit long, is perfectly controllable. But the real magic? The accuracy. With the right ammo and steady hands, this thing will stack rounds like a laser pointer. Whether you're running drills, competing in IDPA, or just flexing on steel at 25 yards, the SP01 delivers consistent, confidence-boosting precision. It's built like a tank, runs like a sewing machine, and shoots like a dream. If you're the kind of shooter who appreciates cold steel, tight tolerances, and a gun that just wants to stay on target, the SP01 is going to make you smile every time you pull the trigger. Let's talk about value, not cheap, but value. Because the conic TP9 SFX is one of those rare pistols that gives you competition-ready performance right out of the box for under $600. It's not just accurate for the price, it's accurate, period. With a 5.2-inch match-grade barrel, a lightning-fast striker-fired trigger, and a 20+1 capacity, this thing was built to dominate the range. It's optic-ready, ships with multiple mounting plates, and even includes an extended magazine and fiber optic front sight. This thing doesn't ask you to upgrade. It dares you to find a reason to. Recoil is soft and manageable, and the trigger is ridiculously good for a stock gun. We're talking short take-up, clean break, and a reset that's barely a whisper. And for new shooters, it's forgiving, easy to control, and crazy fun to shoot. It's not just for budget-minded competitors either. I've seen guys run this gun against $1,500 setups and hold their own all day. Conic absolutely nailed the formula with the TP9 SFX. Performance, reliability, and out-of-the-box accuracy that embarrasses pistols twice its price. This is the kind of gun that makes you wonder why you ever thought entry-level meant compromise. The SFX is fast, accurate, and battle-proven on the competition circuit, and it deserves a top spot on any serious shooter's list. You know it. You've seen it in movies. And if you've spent any time around the military or law enforcement, you've definitely heard the name, Beretta 92 FS. But don't let the Hollywood fame distract you. This full-size 9mm is more than just a good-looking sidearm. It's an accuracy machine. The 92 FS sports a 4.9-inch barrel with a long sight radius that gives you a serious edge in precision shooting. The double-action, single-action trigger system is smooth and consistent, and while the double-action pull is long, the single-action break is crisp and clean. Add in the open slide design that reduces cycling issues and the steel frame that keeps recoil down, and you've got a pistol that feels planted and stable with every shot. This thing was built to meet military standards, and it shows. Even with iron sights, you'll have no trouble ringing steel or grouping tight at 25 yards. I've seen shooters hit chest-sized targets out to 50 yards with ease using nothing more than factory ammo and a steady hand. Sure, it's a bit heavier than the polymer crowd, but the trade-off is silky smooth recoil management and laser-like accuracy. Whether you're shooting for nostalgia, precision, or pure reliability, the 92 FS stands tall. It's not just an icon, it's a performer. Taking the top spot is a pistol that's as battle-tested as it is deadly accurate, the legendary Sig Sauer P226. If this gun had a resume, it would just say, trusted by Navy SEALs, and still outshooting your favorite pistol. Originally designed for the U.S. military's XM9 trials, the P226 lost the contract to the Beretta 92 FS, but went on to earn something arguably more valuable, the long-term trust of elite operators around the world. Why? Because it hits what you aim at. Every time. The P226 runs a 4.4-inch barrel inside an all-metal frame that gives it a smooth, recoil-dampening feel. It's a double-action, single-action setup, which means your first trigger pull is longer, but every shot after that is crisp, light, and fast. The reset is short, the break is clean, and the result? A handgun that delivers match-grade performance in a real-world package. Sig nailed the ergonomics here, too. The grip feels natural and planted. The decocker is intuitive, the sights are precise, and the whole platform feels ready, whether you're on the range, in competition, or in a defensive scenario. Over the years, newer P226 variants have added accessory rails, improved coatings, and even optics-ready slides. But at its core, this pistol remains a precision machine. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, it's just a proven performer built for serious shooters who demand control, consistency, and rock-solid accuracy. The P226 isn't just number one on this list. It's number one in the hearts of those who know what performance really feels like. There you have it, 17 pistols that redefine what 9mm accuracy really means. From competition-ready beasts to concealed carry sleepers, every gun on this list brings more than just firepower. They bring precision. And in a world where fast doesn't always mean accurate, these sidearms prove you can have both. Whether you're chasing tighter groups, smoother triggers, or just something that hits where it counts, there's a pick here with your name on it. Accuracy isn't a luxury anymore. It's the standard. Which one of these tack drivers is calling your name? Drop your pick in the comments, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more sharpshooting content like this. Stay sharp, stay safe,